59-second repairs left.
Perfect.
28-second repairs left. Repairs left. 8 repairs left. 4-second repairs left. Repairs done. 35 seconds optional left. 29 optional left.
Well, I can't really tell there, Dad. It looks like the stream went offline. Huh. I have no idea what happened.
13 optional left.
Sorry about that. I don't know when I lost you.
9 seconds optional left.
Well, since I don't know when I lost you, I don't know what you saw, but as you can tell, I'm in the pits after
34 now.
8 minutes of repairs.
Repairs done.
Sucky. And we are all the way back to position 34.
All clear on pit exit. You can push now.
Oh my God, what am I doing?
Slow down.
I hope you're sorry for that one as well, Jan. No worries, mate. Don't worry about it. Should be no contact, though. We'll be fine. Or no damage.
With this pace, we'll end up in class T32.
I'm going to let the train go by. This is a perfect opportunity.
Blue flag.
Sorry, Pascal.
No worries. Yeah, I was wondering earlier if you had damage, but you didn't respond, so I was careful.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I hit the wall pretty good. I think I do have some damage.
10-4.
Well, Dad, I don't know. I don't know when I lost you, but had a little bit of contact with Matthew Maudsley. Totally my fault. I got into him in the back. One of the higher speed corners. I was closer than I expected, apparently, and turned both of us. We both had to pit for damage. I spent, I think, 9 minutes in for repairs, so dropped from 12th all the way back to currently 34th. Pretty depressing performance for my last race of the season. Matthew was very magnanimous. Still sucks.
That was a good battle there, Jan.
All right, Glenn.
B32,
T33 currently. Good job. Up to position 32.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 21 Celsius.
Second quickest previous sector.
And here we are again. Lonely last half of the race. Right now on track, number P6, John Olson's 11 ahead, and number 7, Cam Porter's 9 behind. Lonely, lonely furrow. Only myself to
We
blame.
need to push if we're going to hold this position.
Didn't need to be that close or pushing that hard with Matthew, just misjudged the distance. Oh my. Come on, Glenn.
Bjorn, do you have damage?
Nope.
Aw.
White. One car embarking.
White flag,
Half
last lap.
sector was the second quickest. Well done, Glenn. Class position 31 now.
You're pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 11 seconds.
Watch out. In 7 seconds. 1 there. Flag cleared.
The gap behind's increased to 14 seconds.
It's like Ove and Seb tangled on the last lap. Both are limping home. It looks like Seb was really damaged.
We're looking at a class P30 with this pace.
So much so that he lost
End
it
of
on
the
that
race session. Back to 32 in
corner.
class. Checkered flag. Incident in 6 seconds. 1 slow.
Yellow flag.
Cleared flag. Local yellow.
Painful.
B31. That's it. We're done.
Where
Well
did I
done.
finish?
P31 now.
31st. Oh,
Short debrief. We come home
Go
with
on the left, Kurt.
5.08 gallons. Well, at least we finished then. We finished down 17 places in P31.
all right. So instead of doing a full debrief, I'm going to try something different. Check to see if I can do. I'll jump in for an interview just to see what happens. I'll see if I can manage all of the various camera and audio settings. So let me give all of that some attention. God, that was disappointing.
Changed.
Do a quick audio test here in Discord. Test. So I'll pull up the broadcast race and put it on my stream so you can see what's going on, or at least hear the interviews. And if they pull me in, great, we'll see what happens. If not, at least it'll be something different.
skip the ad. All right, so I don't know whether you've watched the broadcast in the past, Dad, but they basically put on a brief interlude here while they do their reconfiguration, let everybody finish, and then come back and give results and do interviews. So no guarantee they'll pull me in for an interview, but we'll see what happens. Don't really have an expectation of exactly what my poor showing did to my overall standings, but I think it doesn't affect my championship. Looks to me like Jeff did pretty well. I didn't see the results there at the end, but I think he finished well. Hopefully, he was certainly up there in the top 12, 11, or 12. So, go Jeff. Hang on a second, Dad. I'm talking to Emily. And it looks like they got lots of interviewees today, so they may or may not grab me. We'll see what happens. Dad, you'll have to tell me afterwards exactly what you saw and what you didn't. I'm still not clear exactly what happened to the stream. When I got into the pits after my accident.
Welcome back to Le Mans after a stunning season finale for the Grand Prix Legends Series. Jim Shedlick took the win.
It was obvious that somehow the broadcast was offline, or sorry, the stream was offline, so we'll talk about that later.
Shedlick had to fight off so many cars, but still managed to use his little trick with the tire pressures to take the victory. Ben Zocco was P2, and John Olsen out your podium. Didn't talk a lot about Olsen there at the end, but he was still definitely with a shot. Richard Watson gets promoted up to 4th because of all the chaos there in that front group on the last lap. Cam Porter gets a top 5, gaining a ton of positions to make his way up from 18th or 20th rather on the grid rather. Laust Olsen finished 6th today, and Jorge Nieva was 7th. Jeff Saunders, despite the 8th place position, might have been his best of the season. He did not take the championship. That's going to go to Becker for the F2. It was Gerard Borel in 9th and Marco Salgado from 29th to 10th.
Impressive run there. And then Gary Ho in 11th spot. Michael Grissinger 12th. Kuzma Lesnoy there in the 13th. Bjorn Ackerman, actually, it looks like our biggest mover, up 20 positions for Bjorn Ackerman to finish 14th. Andrew Eng there in the top 15. Sebastian Tixier, your championship winner, after having those problems on that last lap, comes home 16th. Doesn't really matter for him, though. Terry Tromhauser 17th. Tomas Tuba, Pascal Mikula, and then Kurt Clapper rounding out the top 20.
21st was Mats Linden, Isong Gin in the 22nd spot. Kaban Budd in 23rd. Jan Steffen finishes P24. Richard Covington in 25th, gained up from 39th spot. Very good job to him. Robert Plumley went backwards, unfortunately. 26th was Stain Morris. 27th, last driver on the lead lap. Xavier Sanchez didn't get to finish the race, unfortunately, being caught up in that wreck. So did Ove Trangre, 28th and 29th for them. And then Pablo Paris wound up 30th. From there on down, it's DNFs and drivers who had to trundle their way home after severe repairs. So from here, let's take a chat with our winner first, Jim Shedlick. And Jim, we understand that you got a little clever with the tire pressures to get yourself some top end speed. I'd say the win is a success, but what is your assessment after that battle for the victory?
Oh man, yeah, what a race! Anytime at Le Mans, it's going to be quite the draft battle. So yeah, a couple setup changes. I went a little bit of a different direction than some of the other drivers I thought would be at the front. Just took a little bit of a risk, and at the end, the car was not very easy to handle when I wasn't on the straightaway, but it was great in the straightaway, and looked like that paid off in the end.
We were wondering about that. We figured that you'd be caught in some of the twistier parts of the track, but that didn't seem to be the case. I mean, did you feel at what point on that last lap did you feel certain that you had it wrapped up, or was there never a point where you said this is it?
Never certain, just because there are so many spots where you can pick up an easy slowdown penalty, and just had to really keep on top of it. But my goal was I'm not sure the names of the corners, but after the second long straight, that I needed to be in the lead after that. That's after several laps of trying different things. I realized whoever led off of that kind of series of corners was probably going to win the race. So that was my goal, and once I had the lead out of that complex, I felt pretty good.
Well, congratulations. But the bad news for you is that now that the genie's out of the bottle, everybody knows the trick. So we'll see what next season looks like.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think it's an option at these tracks, but it's not. It wasn't necessarily the best thing all the time because it made me really hard to be passed in the long straightaway. But I was kind of set up then to be passed in the next straightaway, and that wasn't necessarily good for me. So it's an interesting trade-off. It's not necessarily a panacea.
Well, congratulations, Jim. Only the second driver this season to get more than a single win. I can't wait. Hopefully, will we see you next time?
Yeah, I'm just continuing on with just kind of sporadic starts here and there. Some of the more interesting tracks, but I always enjoy running the series and battling out with some of the great competitors here.
Good stuff. That's Jim Shedlick with the win. Up next, though, we have our newly crowned champion, Joey, has caught up with Sebastian Tixier.
Mr. Tixier, do you have the champagne ready? You are the series champion.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I was wanted to have some confirmation from Rob, but I think maybe I did. I will pretend I did.
Yeah, well, with Bill Tyler's problems there early on, pretty sure you will be the series champion there. And how was the race today? I know that you guys were having a huge draft train up front, and it looked like a huge fun pack.
Yeah, I listened to Jim interview. I knew that trick is just that I don't think it was a good option. He was fighting in the straight, but I could see that. Especially, I think his Corvette corner. I think it was like a sliding, and if I was if I was timing my overtake correctly, I was able to go faster. With the he could stay on the side, but then I can just brake better because with less tire pressure, it's you have more grip. At the beginning, I didn't want to take any risks, so I was just staying in the front. And at some point, I saw that Bill had an issue, and I was checking the standings, and I couldn't see him. So I thought, okay, so maybe now I can actually battle for the win. And well, it didn't end up well.
Well, it looks like we've got some people double checking behind the scenes, and it does look like you will be the championship winner, even if it comes down to the drop weeks. And looking back at this season, Sebastian, is there any moments that really stick out to you that were just tons of fun?
Oh no, it was not ton of fun at all. It was I'm really happy that I checked that on my bucket list because when I moved to Singapore, I tried to be short. When I moved to Singapore, I stopped sim racing. I sold everything. And 2018, I got some serious issue. Beginning of 2018, and just after that, a very serious health issue. And when I recovered, I was watching YouTube, and I ended up on the Grumpy Legend broadcast and was like, man, that's what I want to do. And man, life is short. So I brought back all the sim racing equipment, like a folding chair, put a DD wheel on a folding chair, and I drive this since 2018, mid 2018, and that was my goal to win, then to do podium and win, and then the championship. So finally, like 5 years after, I finally get the championship, so it means a lot to me, really a lot. And next season it will be better because I will not think of the championships. I can drive like relieved, and it's done. I did it. My name is with on the Hall of Fame with Mick, with Ove, with Michel Dudognon. So I'm very happy about that.
A huge accomplishment indeed.
Congrats,
and
Seb. That's cool.
all of that work out there on the racetrack for years, who do you have to say hi and thank you to?
Usually all the community, and more particularly for with Michel Jean, Michel Jean Claridge, because yeah, I don't know, we get along very well, and we always like have those little hot lap battles, and so it's very fun. And of course, shout out to so John and Rolly Roadbank, Togo, and my friend from my bros from Singapore, Gary Ho.
Well, Sebastian, go celebrate. You are the series champion.
Thanks.
I always love to see the emotions really come out in the drivers.
Glenn Becker in the same position,
achieved a very
not,
hard.
I think how he expected to take this one. Glenn, congratulations! By our math, you are unofficially the F2 champion this season. But after you had that incident, did you start to worry? Is it going to actually somehow slip through my fingers?
Absolutely. It's been an up and down season. It's certainly been an upward trajectory for me, but be nice if I could put some consistency together over the long term.
Well, and it's a wild season, this one. We had a lot of tracks that had never been seen in this series before. We finished on one that's, basically a toss-up on how the order is going to finish. And nobody knows, what the pecking order is going to be coming in. So does it feel like less or more of a championship knowing that you came out on top in something that had so much unpredictability?
Oh, absolutely. For me, it's huge. Right, I've been banging around at this series for a couple seasons now, almost 2 years, and seeing some progress, but kind of got plateaued. And was able to do some coaching with Mick this season, which made all the difference. We had a blast doing it, and it improved my driving. So no, this is huge for me. I'm overjoyed right now. I kind of wish I'd gone out on a better race. 31st isn't how I wanted to finish it, but no, I'm really happy.
I can totally understand. We were having to crunch numbers to figure out. Wait a minute, what does this mean? But so okay, you've achieved the F2 championship. You said you're working with Mick. Have he and you talked about where do you go from here?
He's off riding, but he's got big plans. Of course, he loves this series. He loves everything about it. And shout out to Mick, right? Just in the big picture, as even as driven as he is personally to win and get faster, he just loves the series. He wants everybody to love the car and everybody to get faster. So he's got big plans. For me, really, I'm just going to opt into F1. See where we end up and go from there. Hopefully, continue get a little bit faster every day.
Well, I'm glad to see you being willing to try and step it up and see how you can face off with the big boys. Congratulations. Who do you want to thank for a championship?
Okay, well, quickly, I don't have all day. First, my dad. I started streaming during COVID for him, and just as a way to keep in touch from 500 miles away. And it's been a really, really fun time for both of us. So, Bill Becker watching in Hot Springs, North Carolina. Thanks, Dad. We are lucky kids. Um, Everybody says it. We're saying again, the community. This is a great place to spend time, and no matter what kind of buffoonery we get up to on track, they're always a welcoming bunch. So thank you for that. I think likewise, not very original. Thanks to you guys. You guys do a fantastic job. The production value is amazing. And in fact, very briefly, you've actually changed at least one person's perspective of sim racing as a hobby. They kind of understand why I spend so much time doing it now, based on watching your broadcast, and that's a huge credit to you guys. Thank you for that. Real quick, Rolly Wallbank did delivery on my car. It's a smashing reproduction of the paint scheme on my airplane. I love it. Thanks, Rolly. And then finally to Mick. This one's for you, Mick. Cheers. Be safe on your ride. I'll see you when you get here.
That was Glenn Becker, who, as he said, in
to finish this one up, but still your champion in the F2 series this season. And again, man, all the heartfelt emotions that we're getting on this one. Curious to see what the emotions are going to be for Ben Zocco as Joey has caught up with our second place finisher in this race.
Ben, congratulations on coming home second. You were hanging out there kind of in the fourth, fifth, sixth spot, but I saw you hitting almost 220 miles an hour down the Mulsanne. How was that?
It's super fun. I love coming to Le Mans just for that reason. Just the super fast race, 350 k's an hour for sure. It's all about the strategy. I'm not as fast as the guys that were up in that lead pack. They could pull a little bit on me at the first little part of the track, first few corners. And yeah, the strategy was always to just keep to the inside into the heavy braking zones, make some passes if I can, leave it to the last.
Okay, Dad, I think what I'll do is I'll jump off the stream now. We'll go ahead and I'm going to jump in and watch the race back on Discord with the guys, and then I've got to get started with the rest of my day. But thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later about kind of where I lost you and what you saw and what you didn't. But thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.